Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing round 8 of randomly generated books. Yes, I am filming this directly after round 7, and if you want to watch the previous 7, I made a playlist of all the randomly generated book series, so check it out. It's on my channel. It should be pretty relatively easy to find. So I always start these videos with a little bit of a explanation of what this is. So basically, I take a D20 dice, I roll it a few times, and it generates some books for me to talk about. So row 1 is what shelf it's on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you get the gist. And then roll 2 is how many books in we count to get to the book that we're going to talk about. The whole premise of this is to talk about books that I don't normally talk about, pick up things and let you guys hear about books that I forget exist. Because we all are out here talking about the same book constantly in all the tags, in all the videos. So let's do this. I also do this nice little thing where we see which ones I've read, which ones I haven't. It's just a little bit of fun. It's a little extra bit of fun. I hope you think it's fun. Let's go. So first roll, we've got 15 and 17. We're over here on this shelf. We're down here. We're 17 in. Let's have a look. The Night Watch by Sergei Lukyanenko. That is definitely right. This is first in a series. I've seen both of the films. Is there 3 films? I've seen the films of this anyway, and I have read this book, so a 1 for 1 have read. This is like a vampires and a shapeshiftery people and magical stuff happening in, what country is it? I can't remember. Moscow, there you go. It's in Moscow. This is a translated book. You can probably tell by the author's name. But yeah, I gave it 3 stars when I read it. I read it quite a long time ago. I think it's because I'd already seen the film. So I already knew all the fun bits, and I was just like, this book's quite big, get to the fun bits, you know? But it was pretty decent. It was acceptable. There you go. In this, there are different parallel worlds. There's this darkness world, and only certain people can go in it. And then the light, and the dark, and the good and the evil, and the people doing stuff. So next row, we've got 20 and 5. That's this shelf again, down here. And that is Vintage, A Ghost Story by Steve Berman. And 1 for 1, I have not read this. What I do know about this is ghosts and gay. But let's have a little look. Apparently a gay teen sees this dude and then he just disappears into thin air because ghost, I guess. And then apparently what begins as a dream becomes a nightmare because this gay teen is obsessed with this athlete guy that died in 1957. And there you go. Apparently it's a dark side of gay urban fantasy where the dead are trapped and the spirits want peace. But have they got peace? Are they going to get peace? I don't know. I should read this. It sounds interesting. It's only a little. Less than 150 pages. Why haven't I read it? Next row we've got 5 and 2. 5 will be over here and 2 in. Is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. And yes, 2 for 1. I have read this. Score. I'm sure you've all heard of this. It's not one I need to explain. The Hunger Games exists. Everybody knows about it. This is the second book. So the Hunger Games happened, and then another Hunger Games happened, and everyone's wanting to kill people so they can live. And it's the Hunger Games, and Katniss exists. You know what it's about. Great series as well. I read this really late. I was really late to the game with these. I only read them a couple of years ago. And I thought the hype was not going to be real, but then the hype was real. It was acceptable. The hype was real. Great series. Next up, we have 7 and 15, which is over here again. And that book is Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by L.C. Rosen. And unfortunately, that is 2 for 2, have not read. This book is a book that I do want to read. I also have an idea of a vlog that goes with this and some other stuff. So maybe I should do that soon, but also, you know, loads of readathons are coming up, so I haven't got time, but I do really want to, and hopefully you'll enjoy it when I get there. But anyway, from what I know about this one, it's gay, and then the guy, it's really open about sex in this book. It's like a YA book that talks about sex in a real way. That's literally all I can remember about what exists in this. Let's have a look. Apparently Jack is a 17-year-old boy who loves party and makeup and boys. There you go. Sometimes all at the same time. Ooh. Yeah, just talks about his sex life a lot, and then apparently a secret admirer, and, you know, sexuality and sex and all that, and sex and that. Oh, apparently there's a stalker. So that's a little bit of a twist. Yeah, this is a book I want to read, like I said, with a vlog, which I won't tell you about why and what it means, but hopefully it exists soon. So we're on to the last book, and will it be 3 for 2, 2 for 3, have read, haven't read? We shall see. So last but not least, we have 10 and 9. 10 is this one, and 9 in is The Love Interest by Cale Dietrich. And this is 3 for 2. Have not read. I failed this round. The last time I only had one that I hadn't read. This time I've got 3. There's more that I haven't read, but that's the end of the game, you know. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. This one, what I know about it is some sort of like a spy agency and a woman, and then there's 2 guys, and they have to try and make the woman fall for her, but then also bisexual, and then the guys like each other. I've also heard it's really bad, and that's kind of why I picked it up. Well, I wanted to read it because I like the sound of the premise, but I'm also going into it with low expectations when I finally read it, because most people give it very middling to low ratings, and I want to see why. What's so bad? Why don't people like it? What happened? Let's see. It'll be so funny if I love it, but I've heard not good things, and I'm kind of here for me finding out why. So there we go, those were the 5 books that I randomly generated to talk about today. Have you read any of them? Have you read any of the ones that I haven't read? What did you think of them? I feel like you probably haven't read Vintage: A Ghost Story, but maybe you have. Who am I to tell you what you've read? Let me know down below. But don't tell me, if you have read The Love Interest, don't tell me why you didn't like it, because I want to go in there not knowing why people don't think it's good. I'm making my own decision. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I can't remember my outro. I've literally filmed 3 videos. What's the outro? Anyway, if this is your first video by me and you enjoyed it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I will see you in a few days with another video. Bye.